So leaving the United States, I wasn't necessarily running from anything. All my beloved family is there. I just got tired of that type of hustle and bustle, working and making corporations rich on our blood and our sweat and on our tears. There's a lot of red tape, and some of the things that I do here, I could have done there, but it would have cost way more. It would have cost more time. It would have cost more money. Me and my husband, we were sacrificing a lot of time away from each other. And now that I have had my own daughter, I wanted to be present in her life. I wanted to be instrumental and be a successful mother and have a career. I wanted to have the best of both worlds. I didn't see myself raising my daughter there in America. For me, it was always an issue with police brutality against our people. We always saw something on the news. As a matter of fact, I stopped watching the news. I wanted to give my child a different opportunity, a different environment, show her culture. When I say everything is so unique and so different, if I'm not in my uniform, you will always see me in or rocking like the latest African purse or bag or hat. Like they make everything, beads, jewelry, necklaces, like they are so unique. The fashion is unmatched and the prices are really, really good as well. Very, very reasonable. In America, there are a lot of things, of course, I didn't necessarily like what we were being sold in the department stores. So I really wanted to grow my own food. I owned a house there, but honestly, I tried to grow my own food. The community had put chemicals down and we could never grow anything. So it was a lot of little things that I kind of wanted to kind of eventually start breaking away from. Hi everyone, my name is Daenerys. I'm from the sunny state of Florida. I'm a mother, I'm a wife. My family and I, we decided to leave Florida, sell our house, cars, and move to a country we've never been to. Back home, I was an auditor. I did inspections for vehicles with one of the largest companies in the United States. I examined vehicles, I worked for the bank, I did audits as an inspector, and I was getting burnt out. I did it for like 8 years, a lot of ripping and running. I didn't have much time for my family. I'm a new mom, and I really wanted to kind of get out of the workforce, focus on entrepreneurship. I've always worked a career and have my own business. And so I wanted to just focus on business, and that's pretty much it. I wanted to leave corporate America, if you will. I wanted my husband to leave his job and us, grow our own food, build our house, leave something for our children, and, come back to our homeland. Probably, it was a couple of things. In addition to like different issues going on with police and, the political time, who's in office. But mostly for me, it was personal for my family. I have a daughter, and we actually have two. And I wanted to be able to have my child, know that, she's more than what I feel as though America offers a Black woman. And so I did a lot of research online, YouTube University, and I like the idea of coming to the continent, and you can't say, hey, there's a prejudice against me because we're all Black, And so I just really, really wanted to bring my daughters up in a place where we are, we're placed up, on a higher pedestal, in my opinion. You can achieve these things in America. There are just so many different obstacles, and I just got tired. I just really got tired. I wanted to try something new. There was always things being like increased, bills, taxes. It was always something. Debt is a big thing there. Credit card debt is a big thing there. So I spoke to my husband on our anniversary, as a matter of fact, maybe I think this was 2023, or 2022, and we just said, hey, let's start looking at some other countries that maybe we want to consider and relocate to. That the cost of living is a lot more affordable. That education. When I had my daughter, I'm almost ashamed to say, it was almost impossible to pay for schooling for her. Daycare and schools there literally almost cost more than people are paying for rent here. No, it is more than rent here. And so I just didn't want that to be our life. I wanted to work, not mind paying bills, but I wanted to be able to leave our children something. That was the biggest thing, a legacy. And it was very hard to do that. I felt like if I die here, I'm going to leave my kids dead. And I didn't want to do that. So my first impression of Ghana, arriving through the airport, I wanted to cry. It was very emotional. I had this big buildup because I had wanted to come for so long, and I felt like I didn't know if I was going to actually be able to pull it off, make this happen. And when I arrived, it was like a huge relief, a sigh of relief that I actually made it safely, and I was welcome. That was the first feeling that I was overwhelmed with. I was very, very welcome. A million people running to help and assist, always giving advice. I actually had to figure out a way to, you know, receive and embrace so much advice, because coming from America, you know, people tend to, hey, you want to mind your own business, you know, but in Ghana, they deem that as a way of, no, we don't want you, we want to welcome you, we want to help you. And that was my first impression, feeling very, very overwhelmed with help and embraced with the local love and support. That was my first impression. Since being here, I've started our own business. We have a mobile cafe. We have an event planning business. We do tours here. We're busy in Ghana. We're very, very busy. A lot of people told me before I came, oh, what opportunities? And I'm here to tell you there are lots of opportunity here. It's wide open on the continent in a whole. But here, we purchased land sight unseen online before we came. And so on any given day, I may go up to see the land. I may talk to contractors. I might be operating my food truck. I might be booking a party to do an event. My cafe is mobile, so we go and we do events at birthday parties and so forth. And, you know, we decorate and do events and entertain children. So I'm pretty busy on the continent. I'm pretty busy, and we've only been here for a year. I believe I'm able to live more, let's say righteously. I'm able to observe the Sabbath, so I don't have to work on the Saturday and not feel like, you know, in America, I felt like I have to work, you know, if my job calls me, I have to be to report. So here I'm able to, you know, in my opinion, live more righteously, eat cleaner. I don't have to worry as much about stuff in my food or fake food. I think that's what I love the most about Ghana, the food. My friends, you know, when they say that they're going to come and visit you, they visit. When they say they're going to support you, they support you. If they're down with you, you know they're down with you. You know that you're a friend, they're your family. I think I love that. It's more genuine. That's what I love the most about Ghana. And it's crazy because I've only been here for a year, and sometimes people would see me with people and they'll think that I'm either Ghanaian for sure. They're actually my blood relatives or friends, and I'm like, no, that's just the spirit of Ghana. But that's what I love the most about Ghana.
Hey Webnation family, I have some exciting news. First of all, I want to say a very big thank you because our trip to South Africa this November is almost fully sold out. We are incredibly grateful to everyone who trusted us to experience South Africa with Webnation. I'm excited to announce that we are officially launching our Ghana Sankofa Homecoming experience for 2027. For the past few years, you've watched incredible stories on this channel. Stories of people who left the United States to other parts of Africa, who bought land, started businesses, reconnected with their roots, and built a brand new life in Africa. But now, it's your turn. We are launching a 14-day experience through Ghana, designed to help you experience Ghana in a more meaningful way. This isn't your typical vacation. It's an opportunity to experience the powerful and rich history of Ghana. This trip will give you the opportunity to immerse yourself in the authentic Ghanaian culture, connect with local entrepreneurs, explore real estate and other investment opportunities available here in Ghana. Whether you've been dreaming about visiting Africa, reconnecting with your heritage, or simply visiting Africa for the very first time, this trip is for you. And to make it easier to join us, all you need to do is to secure your spot with just a deposit. Then you have more than 11 months to pay the remaining balance through a very flexible installment payment plan. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on your screen to secure your spot now, and let's welcome you to Ghana. You've watched the stories on Webnation. It's your time to live your own. Now, let's get back to the video.
In the US, I would say mortgage, HOA fee, 3,000 USD a month. Car notes and food and et cetera, et cetera. You're talking about a total of easy $6,000 a month, USD. I would say in America for schooling, it would be on an average $1,000 to $2,000 for schooling or daycare. Very expensive. Here, $100, 110 dollars USD, which is Ghana cedis would be like 1,300 Ghana cedis. That's what I spend every month for my childcare. And for food, I would say I could probably I don't spend much. Clearly, I'm always eating at Fibonacci Cafe. Shameless plug. But I would say maybe I'm shopping at the local vendors, maybe Malcolm. I'll probably spend 500 to 700 Ghana cedis every week. And my rent is 2,500 Ghana cedis. That's under $250 USD a month. And that's typically it. I don't have to spend a lot of money, which would eventually position me to be able to save more money. So that's one of the most important reasons why I'm here. How my family and I support ourselves here in Ghana. We have a business, Fibonacci Cafe, and it's a mobile cafe. We do events, we do parties, corporate events, church events. We're a mobile location, so we can go to any event, come to you, or you can come to us. We do orders online. We're on our local app called Bolt, B-O-L-T, and you can place orders. The delivery guy will bring your food. So that's pretty much how we support ourselves. We've employed 3 people so far, and it's very fulfilling because we have only been here for a year, 2 months. The business has only been open for little less than 6 months, and it's doing well. We have some accounts that are a blessing to us, and it's helping us, and we're growing. We're growing every month. We're getting new, more and more business, and we're doing some catering, and it's awesome. Like, it's a really, really lucrative business in Ghana because we like to eat. We like to eat, and that's how we support ourselves. So I think one of the things that helped me be more confident in my being is being able to solely work for myself. I think in America, a lot of times people are so dependent on a job 9 to 5, and nothing is guaranteed. It's a little risk. Business are risky, but I think here it's kind of like I dived in, put everything that I have into it. So it's like I won't take an excuse. Failure is not an option. I push myself, and it's much more rewarding because it's a legacy. It's mine. It's my family's. It's something that no matter what, essentially no one should be able to take from me. Had I knew about this opportunity years ago, oh my goodness, I would have so much more. First off, the money then compared to the money now, like USD went so far back then. The economy is changing, so the US dollar doesn't go as far. So I was surprised when I got here that, hey, with the amount of USD that I have in my pocket, I can do so much more with. I can grocery shop, I can pay my rent for the month, and still have so much more left over. Had I learned this a long time ago, I probably would have downsized a long time ago, stayed in America, and come back and forth to the continent and build up even sooner, buy more land, because at that point in time, land was even more affordable. But yeah, yeah, you buying a lot of land for a lower price. You're able to open up businesses which are cheaper, just everything to me. I mean, the only thing, to be honest, that I've seen that probably the cost of vehicles. Being that I come from the car industry, the cost of vehicles are a little bit pricier here, but that's only because they're imported from out of the country, so you have to pay for the shipping. But other than that, the cost of everything, food, real pineapples, I might get 5 huge pineapples for $5. I love the fact that my dollar takes me a long way. In Ghana, I actually feel way less stressed, financially free of a lot of the debt, being that I was able to liquidate, get rid of all of my major bills, like my house, just pretty much sold everything, downsized. And so being that I only have rent, my daughter's schooling, food, it's just, for me, it's freedom. I don't have to worry so much. It's not, oh, check to check living so much. It's, very relaxing, where I don't have to feel so pressured. Oh my gosh, I have so much money to pay on the first of the month or the 15th of the month. And that's really, it helps you to be able to take in and enjoy the Ghanaian experience, this African, West African experience, because in America, it's hard to take a vacation if you're always thinking of, oh my gosh, I got this car note, that car note, and this bill. So it's been really fulfilling here to not have as many bills. So how Ghana has changed my outlook on life is not being wasteful. Everything that I buy, I try to use. When it comes down to food, because it's fresh, it will go bad. So I purchased, I eat, not throwing away a lot of things. When I leave my room, I turn off the air condition. I pay prepaid electric. In America, I would talk until I couldn't talk anymore. My cell phone, just run a lot of bills up. Here, I'm very conservative, and I think it's made me more responsible. It's made me be more conscious, to not be wasteful. I feel that I'm different because spiritually I've grown in ways that I'm able to care more about my surroundings, my environment. I'm able to be more patient, allowing things to come to me and not go so hard at things in life, like go fast, fast, fast. Ghana has a way of really slowing you down, just being patient overall. In America, it's very fast paced. It's very fast paced. Here, you'll hear soon come. It might not be until a week later, but you just have to be patient. Pace yourself, take your time, small, krunka. While I was in America, everybody knows me as a hard worker. I've always worked and had a job and had a business, but it was a little difficult and more expensive. But since being in Ghana, I think the opportunities are more, and they're more affordable, and they're a lot easier, less red tape. Since I've been here, I've been able to open a cafe, a little mobile cafe, and it was way more affordable. I didn't get a lot of the hassle as some people may describe, the Ghanaian shakedown. No, I went to get my business license. It was very easy. I had somebody assist me, and it was very smooth. They look out to me to this day, and it wasn't hard at all to get established and set up. The marketing is easy. The workers are really good. They're willing to work. They want to work. They want for us to come over here and to invest and start up little businesses. And I've seen that. And since I've done that, it's like more and more opportunities open. I love sharing the opportunity. Telling my friends back home, hey, I purchased land here. And hey, I saw this house is available. So it's a lot of different ways, and it's a lot easier. It's not a lot of, I would say, strain or stress to be able to find ways to make an income or make a living. It's not hard at all. You just basically have to present yourself, put yourself out there. It's most important is building relationships, building solid relationships, making friendships, letting people prove themselves and you prove yourself. And opportunities open themselves day after day. One of the most important things that brings me much joy, much peace here in Ghana is being able to afford childcare for my daughter. It was very, very difficult. It was very expensive in America for me. It was, and that's personal, but that's the truth. Like here is so much more affordable, and it's not just about affordability, it's great childcare. I sincerely love the teachers. They spend so much time. They love on my daughter, giving her all the love, all the support. It's just really, really helpful. As a matter of fact, she wasn't even really talking much when we got here. She had just turned 3, and I was feeling pretty low that, hey, I want to, I want my child to be talking and get her in all of these different activities and maybe speech therapists. And I came here, got her in a school. They, had someone take a look, and she's been talking. She's active. She's going good. She's doing really good. And I'm just really, really happy. That's like the most, I think most for me, aside from the business, that's the most accomplished thing that I've, I think, achieved in Ghana was to get my daughter really, really out of her shell, start talking, being confident, and get her in school here in Ghana. And actually, I didn't even know how to get my child enrolled in school. And I was very, very surprised to see how easy it was and how they have curriculum from the United States. They have international curriculum, and it's just very, very easy. English speaking school, they speak English here in Ghana. And so it was very, very surprising, and it was like it was the best thing that I think I've accomplished here in Ghana so far. So my community was interesting. A friend of mine back home, she actually shared with me a gentleman that was online saying, hey, if you guys are coming to Ghana or want to come to Ghana, want to know how, give me a call. I reached out to the gentleman, and he invited me to be on his Bible study group. And one of the young ladies that was on the Bible study group became my spiritual sister, bestie, best friend, and her family actually adopted me. They're Ghanaian. And so that has been my community. My friend who told me about the gentleman, they actually live in the Wealthier region. And that's been my family. The young lady that's on the Bible study call, they live in the area locally. They literally, I think I had been knowing them for 2 months and came to Ghana. They swooped me up, picked me up from the airport, and maybe less than a month later, I was moving into their home, renting from them. And that's why my transition, to be honest, was so smooth. They literally adopted me. They literally made me their family, and they just make my life so easier. It's literally like the main family that my daughter knows because she kind of grew up around them. And so that's been really helpful, having that hub here. So it's really important coming from America to network, socialize with people, build true, genuine friendships, because the people are great here. If you're good to them, they will definitely be good to you. Two things that surprised me, two separate different things. The easiest thing is how if I need help, like if my tire's flat, if I'm broke down, how people will swoop in, the Ghanaian people will swoop in and help. You'll have 50 million people that will help you, no problems, no questions asked. They'll just come. You don't have to like really beg for help. They're very, very helpful. But the surprising thing is how they want to go to America and how we want to come here. That no matter how I describe, me wanting to come here and how what you guys have here is nice, just as nice, if not nicer in some things, in some places, in some ways, they are bent, like really, really fixated on, oh, America is just this one way, not understanding that everything is not, all peaches and cream in America. America is a lovely place in a lot of ways, But there is a lot, a lot, a lot in America that they don't show you. For instance, you guys have your rent paid up for one whole year, where the next month you don't have to worry about rent. With us, every time we get paid, we have to pay out. So it's like, I don't understand the sense of urgency of wanting to be in that culture. I like it here because, hey, once all of my stuff is taken care of, once my house is paid for, my car is paid for, I have no strain. You know, I actually can get a little bit of money and enjoy myself. Whereas in America, it was always what I have to pay. And it's surprising to me that people would want to give all of this up to go to that, the quick, the fast, the right now. That lifestyle is just, it's difficult to come out of it. But when you're able to come out of it and you're actually able to enjoy everything being taken care of and just live off the land, it's just, I don't know, it's just very fulfilling. The biggest sacrifice that I've had to make is leaving my family. I miss my family. We're very, very family oriented, getting together. I miss my mom and my dad. Like I miss my family, my husband's family, my nieces, and I just miss my family. My husband comes and goes, and it's very, very difficult. That is that's the only really sacrifice. Everything else was easy for me. Other people, you know, they like the amenities, they like America and all, they find this and find that. I could care less. If I could bring my family to Ghana, my husband be here every day, this would be heaven on earth. Like I love the place. I just miss not having my family here. That's been the sacrifice that I've had to make. So I feel much more wealthier here. Like I said, I'm not looming with debt. I don't have where I'm not owing the bank money for my car. My car's paid for cash. My land is paid for cash. So I feel much more wealthier here because my wealth is determined on, to me, what I currently have, what I possess in my hands. So, y'all willing or y'all forbid I pass away, my daughter will be able to have something tangible. Whereas if I was in America, I might appear to be more wealthy because I have a big house, but I owe the bank. I have a car, I have 2 cars, but I owe the bank. I'm paying a car note. Here, you tip, for the most part that I know, you own the things that you have. So I just feel much more wealthier here, and that's the mentality. That's the culture that I strive to remain in. It just makes me more at peace, more calm. I don't have to. I can pace myself. At my own time, my own season. Hey, I started walking. I'm like, okay, do I really need a car, or should I catch Ubers everywhere I go? Okay, I could, take advantage of having a vehicle. And so, hey, I bought a car when it was, I wasn't pressured. Like in America, you feel pressure, like, oh, you gotta have a car, you gotta have this type of car, you gotta have that car. Here, I didn't feel that. Not to say they don't have those pressures, I don't know. But for me here, I wasn't pressured at all. Here, I just paced myself, got a car when I was ready. I purchased my little land, or my husband and I, we purchased our land, and we just taking our time. We're gonna build our house. People are asking in America, when are you gonna start building a house? When are you gonna start building a house? Like it's so different in Ghana versus America. Like here, I don't have anxiety and the stress of now, impressing this person, impressing that person. First of all, not many people know me. So, and like, honestly, they're interested. They engaged, like, oh, who is this woman? Where you come from? Where's your accent? So it's just a little, it's a lot for me, more calming. And it's made me be able to process and take my time to, obtain whatever it is the Most High has in store for me. I feel wealthier now in Ghana because I've accomplished what I set out to do. My husband and I were able to purchase land. We're actually in Gray City, the land that we purchased. And we set a goal. We own the land, and we're going to be trying to build us a house to leave to our children. And we want to buy more land in Ghana. It's way more affordable than the United States. And we don't have to worry about all of the things that we worried about in America, where, oh, somebody's going to take our land, the property taxes are going to go, skyrocket and different things like that. So I feel much wealthier here. I feel more calmer, more at ease. I feel more accomplished. because we're doing it ourselves. You know, we didn't go to a bank and say, hey, loan us this money. We did it ourselves. The thing that matters to me most now is leaving a legacy for my children. Again, land, owning a property, owning multiple properties, having multiple streams of income, owning our business, franchise, and just being able to relax and enjoy life. And it means so much to be able to not just work so hard, but actually enjoy the fruits of our labor, which is what we couldn't do as much in America. And that's what matters the most now. So the biggest mistake that I made when I came to Ghana is shopping as if I was planning on being here temporarily on a vacation instead of being here permanently. And so what I should have done was not buy so much imported goods. I should have purchased like the locals initially when I first started. And I started doing it after the fact. And I wish I would have been able to do that, you know, more early on, like the brand of water, you know, or, you know, the type of diaper that I use. Locally, everything is way, way, way more cost effective. And I wish I would have done that. That's like one of the hardest mistakes because I literally, when I realized that transition, I literally cut my budget in half. And that's what I tell a lot of my friends that are talking about coming. Listen, I know people have their things that they need, that they desperately want, but if you can figure out alternative things, a certain cookie, a certain detergent, you can cut your cost in half if you buy locally. Okay, in the next 5 years, I see myself owning a franchise, making Fibonacci Cafe a household name in Ghana or on the continent of Africa. I see us selling real estate, building houses, owning rental properties, Airbnbs, doing much more traveling all over the continent. I see prayerfully more of my family and friends coming to join me on this venture. And they kind of want me to, you know, show them what I can do. And so I'm on a journey to, you know, kind of prove myself that it can be done. The advice that I would give someone that's trying to do this is just do it. Don't take no for an answer. Cancel out all outside noise. If you believe in your heart that, you know, the Holy Father is telling you to do it, just do it. Write down goals, strategies, save, downsize, kind of get yourself in the mindset of, you know, canceling out frivolous spending. That's what I would do. Just do it. Try to get you some relationships here on the ground. I'm one of those people. I'm very welcoming. My door's always open. You can always call me. I would just strategize to focus on doing it. Don't use, oh, if it doesn't work out, I'll do this. Put it in your mind. It has to work out. There are no other options, and it will work out. If I had to do something different and talk to my past self several years ago when I was shopping, buying designer bags, and just, you know, remodeling, going to the furniture store, you know, getting furnitures on credit cards and different things like that, I would not do that. I would save my money and I would buy land. I would buy as much land as my money could afford because the value of land, it continues to rise, and it's just so much value in it, you know. And once again, like I said, you have something to leave to your children, and that's really important. I wouldn't frivolously spend. I would constantly be cautious of what I'm spending, and I would just be buying land, just buying land. No purses, no shoes, land. All right, guys, it's been fun. It's been a wrap. Thank you so much for listening to our journey, our story. If you come to Ghana, you get the strength, the courage. You want to come to Ghana, you need some advice, you need some direction, you're welcome to contact me. I'll be more than happy to direct you. You can contact me privately on WhatsApp. To reach me, my Ghanaian number is 05444 via WhatsApp. Or you can hit me up on TikTok, social media, all my social media platforms, Fibonacci's Cafe, FIBONACCISCAFE. FE, Fibonacci's Cafe. You can find us in East Legon area whenever you're in Ghana. Thank you so much. It's been a joy.